So hey everybody, ignore the thunder in the background, but it is going to be non-stop thunderstorms all day today. Here's a little update. It is still May 20th. I'm pretty much moved in. I don't have, you see my new wall tapestry. I purchased the same desk, well, fold-out table as before. And then I just have a little bit of junk on it. I'm still clearing some things off. So, and obviously my big chair is gone. And then I have my bed, brand new bed. I don't have LED lights in everything yet, so I do need to replace some lights. But this is my bookshelf as of today. Very small, of probably 500 books or so. I managed to save this many. I'm not even really sure how many I've lost. These ones are actually going to get recycled. They are a little water damaged, not too bad, but I actually found a whole set of these. These ones are the Ansatz Kyoshitsu series. So I actually did find the whole set for a good price. I can't really remember what it was, but I have ordered a few books. I am going through old videos to pick books that I really want to reorder right now, at least to use as study. I did lose pretty much all of my drill books. So someone did manage to save the language ones. So that was pretty cool. These ones down here, unfortunately, were on my desk, and they are, you probably can't tell, but they are pretty nasty. So I may reorder this one, and I'm thinking about reordering this one as well, but I haven't seen one with a good price. They're pretty expensive. I think this one's going to be okay. It did get a lot of damage on the spine, but the pages look good. It doesn't smell too bad, so... And this one seemed to be perfect. I just had to take off the jackets off all my books because unfortunately they were keeping moisture in. So I had to take them off so I could put them in the sun. So all the books that I managed to keep, yeah, I had to take all the jackets off of them. So I did get 3 Reborn books. They were on the very bottom shelf, so I'm surprised I got any of them. I need to order the other. This one's pretty good. It's all of them got damaged like down the middle and the spine. So that one I need to order the second novel. I got a few Ajin and Hakkenden, and I don't know if you can see these very well, so I'll probably do a second video. I didn't really get any of my bottom books. Unfortunately, all my middle level books were completely soaked. They were unsavable. Even like my Tobira book, it's pretty gross. And I'm trying to decide if, like, it's just mostly the spine, but the pages don't look that bad. And the smell has gone away, so I think I might keep it. The books that were on my desk got it the worst, and then anything on the bottom shelf got it the worst. So I think I kind of showed you this before, but I have more in here. It's my closet. Here's my other shelf. I did manage to get some of my readers, so that was pretty cool. I have, surprisingly, I think my DS is okay. If you can see it. It's in here right now. Sorry for the bad lighting. I'll probably have to redo this later. But I have my Shoto kit and my DS. Unfortunately, my Shoto kit was completely filled with mold. Didn't realize that until it was too late. I could have put it in the sun and prevented the mold, but I didn't realize it had gotten wet. And then I got a few things out. My puzzle and some ink. One of my clocks made it out. I don't know where the other one went. And I have some of these in here that made it out. They're a little dirty. They're still good. I have chargers, which I had to buy more because I lost all my chargers. And these containers are really nice. I made it out actually with a lot of my supplies. Not everything, but I made it out with a lot of supplies because the containers kept everything from getting wet because that whole area was blasted with water. And then I'm going to start putting my notebooks in these containers here, and I'll show you those closer later. This is kind of a quick update. And then you see one of my old Shotos. Unfortunately, it did get nasty with the water because they did get wet, but I think that one's okay. So that's my room. Not too bad, right? And man, that is loud. Here's my bathroom. So it's a little more filled in. And then my curtain, it's really long, but pretty much the same as my old one. I kind of miss my old curtain, but I couldn't find that one again. It was actually on clearance. So there's me. And bigger counter, which I really like. I don't know what's up here. Tissues and stuff. Not as much as before. And then this other tapestry. I kind of went with a black and white theme this time around. It's very dark in here. This area is my living room. So I actually have a living space, which is really cool. I'll be living with my brother. He's going to be in that room and he's not here. And cat tree. My cat is most likely underneath this piece of furniture that we got together. We have a few things on the ground, another litter box, and then we're going to have a our old entertainment system furniture right here. So that's not brought over yet. It's still pouring. I have a feeling that we are not going to make it to the vet today. My balcony is pretty long, but it's got this little wooden area. I don't know if you can see it. You can go down that way. But yeah, and then my DVDs out here. So I did save a few. And I've ordered some more. It's kind of like I mean, I don't have to start over, but I do on some things. So maybe I was thinking starting on the Japanese Pod 101 again. All of the notes that I had in that binder are gone. So I can't really remember what, I'll have to watch the last video I did. But I did an update video on my other camera. But unfortunately I don't have that camera anymore, so the update that I started in like, I think it was January or February, maybe even March, I did a video for this update video, but I don't have it. So yeah, I don't really remember what I had done a video on before. And it really bites because I remember I was taking videos of my new notes and the new notebooks, like the smart binders and stuff, so I don't really remember what I was talking about in that video. I wish I had uploaded it to my computer because then at least I would have it, but I didn't. Well, anyway, that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. So hey everybody, I think I have finally decided what I'm gonna work on in respects to my studies, Japanese Pod 101, and I almost like to start with the intermediate, and some of the bonus lessons look pretty decent. Kanji wise, I'm not really sure yet. I do have to order some of my drill books again, especially for the 6th grade, and I may look into different books for the upper levels, the Kanken 3 and 4. I need to see if I can find any other drill books for those. I did lose, I think, all of my drill books except one for the 6th grade or Kanken 5 level, but I think I did do a clip of, the actual flashcards that I had for my 5th grade, sorry, kanji. I made it up to 50 of them. It's still really dirty, unfortunately, because it was sitting on the desk like this, or on my bookshelf, and that whole area just got blasted. So the top part, the part that I had finished, all got really soaked. This is it. I think I just wanted to hold on to it for a little bit, and then I will most likely throw this away or recycle it. It's really unfortunate. I'll show you it real quick. I had just finished number 50, I think. Well, I kind of did it a little backwards. I finished up to 50 kanji altogether before the fire happened. So unfortunately I did lose my notebook, and I lost all my flashcards. I don't even know where they are. I didn't see them at all. They were on my desk. So, and I'm really kind of bummed because my little word book, we didn't recover that either. So I'm gonna have to probably buy some more of those. But I had that filled in, a few pages. I really kind of was hoping to find that, but I didn't even think about the kanji cards when we were over there the last time. So, I mean, I'll just have to start over. I just had a lot of vocabulary that I didn't write down anywhere else. I just had like a little, that word book I got from JetPins. I would put any type of really interesting vocabulary that I'd found that I wanted to memorize or things like that. And I lost a lot of my old notes. I don't think I ever did a video of them. And I don't know, it's hard to remember everything that was in that really big binder, but I didn't recover that either. I didn't even honestly think about it. I probably could have grabbed it, but there was so much debris in front of that bookshelf that I didn't even try. So this is it, my kanji campus book. I had 50 in here. And I will rewrite these. I have 2 books ordered, but I need to order some more. Unfortunately, it's not savable. It's still really dirty, and it does smell still. I'm not really sure why some of the ink bled through, but not... Maybe it's just the water. Because there was another, I'll have to put some pictures up that it looked like just certain ink bled through. Maybe it just depends on how long it was in the water. So here is my book. Sorry, I skipped one. And I had just finished it, like I said. So, I mean, all pages are going to look like this, pretty much. It's kind of hard to open. I don't know how many times I've had to rewrite this kanji, and now I have to rewrite it again. But there are words like this that I may not. They were in my word book. I just kind of bummed that I lost all of that. So, but I did manage to save a lot. So I am grateful for what I do have. But there are times when I think of things that I don't have. I'm like, oh man, one of my omamoris that I had with me while I bike ride is gone. I don't know where it is. It had to have been on my black and white bag that was in the bathroom, because it wasn't on my recent bag. And so I lost that, but what can you do? I mean, for how soaked the area was, this actually isn't as bad, but like when I first got it, it was pretty wet. Okay, 415, 416. See, it seems like certain, maybe it just depends how long it was in the water, because it's the same pen, but it seems like certain parts of it soaked and bled a lot, whereas other words didn't. So I don't know. I'll have to show you the pictures of my other... Okay, so this is the last one here. So this is when I finished. It was April the 22nd. And these I did before in January. I was still kind of figuring out what I was going to do. So this was actually 4 days. Wrote this 4 days before the fire. So this is the page. And I had no idea what was coming. Just by taking off the cover pages or the cover jackets. This one needs to be washed again. It's cleaned again. It's still really kind of gross on the top. I've rubbed them all down with Clorox wipes. These are the fronts. So here is, obviously the front pages got really bad, but here's the memorized book that I have. Didn't get that far into it, but the bottom all wrinkled out. So if I haven't yet, I probably will end up recycling the bottom pages and just saving the one that I have wrote in, or I may end up scrapping it all and redoing it. That one I haven't decided yet, but I did save that one. I don't think you guys have seen these books, which is kind of what really disappointed me, because you guys hadn't had a chance to see my new books before they got ruined. A lot of them I did just take pictures of before I just recycled them. This is one of my old document boxes that I used to keep just loose paper in. So I have this, and I have all of my smart binders in here now. I did save this one so far. This one, let's see, this one is new. Any of them that have the labels on them are new. I had to buy a few more. And then I have these two also that are new. Never been used. And these two were old ones. Still has the white on the back. The stickers, I mean. The front page is gone because it was soaked through. So I just pulled all the paper out, and then I cleaned the top and the bottom as good as I could. And the stickers look fine. I can't remember what was in this. I think it was my collocation notes, which I lost those books, so I don't have those books, but that was for what this notebook was for. This one was, I believe, my dialogue book, notebook. I think I had pictures of it. I was thinking it was yellow, though. I'm actually not sure. I think that one was yellow. I think that I had to throw that one away. I'm actually not sure which one this is, but it's obviously an old one because it has no cover. I don't remember what that one was for before. But I had to throw out all the paper, start over. And then I did manage to, thankfully, keep this. It's a little bit damaged, but relatively undamaged. So it got like the corner here, but it doesn't smell too bad. So there's my, I don't think I ever did show you these. It's really disappointing because I planned on showing you my updated notebooks, but not until 6 months had passed. So my update. I no longer have my Tanoshi Kagaku no Fujiki Naze Doshite books. So that's what this one was for. I didn't get very far yet because I was working in the back. There's no date on it, so I don't remember when I last worked on it, but I ordered the 4th and 5th grade one and 6th, I think, for the Layton ones, because I have none of my science books except for this one, the actual drill book that I was working on. Not sure how well this light is gonna work out, but oh, it smells like my apartment. So I'm sorry about the lighting. I don't know how well this video is gonna come out. And that's the last page. So you see, I actually hadn't worked on it for a little while. The date should be up there somewhere. But I did save that book. But that book is going to be thrown away once I'm done with it because it's pretty nasty too. I'll have to show you it. I think I've shown it to you before. Hold on, one of these pages isn't sitting right. And then, thankfully, like I say, I lost all my stickers on my other books. Thankfully, I was able to save my science stickers. I know it sounds weird, but it just kind of sucks to have to lose everything, you know? So, There's those. And then my favorite one's on the back. There was some I lost, obviously, but there are. And that one says, Anata ni yasei desu. I don't know if that's ni though. It should be wa. I think it's anata wa. It's hard to read behind the cat there, but it's just saying I'm wild. Or something like that. That goes in there. And then this book. So this book was one of my main books. Thankfully I had, you know, those little rectangular book folder things. And thankfully they didn't get as wet as they could have, but they had no drain in them. So once the water got into them, it just sat there at the bottom of all of my notebooks and just kind of soaked in from the bottom. So some of the front books were really blasted with water, and then the rest of them were just damaged at the like at the base. I had to get rid of the cover on this one because it was soaked. Unfortunately, like the covers kind of keep water in, you know, so like it just sat there. Show you. But it has a key to what each color is. So there's just a lot of notes from different sources is what this is. So you can see the bottom's got pretty water damage. Just bled through a little bit, but it's still readable, so that's why I'm keeping it. That, and my God, I had a lot of notes in here. So this was going to be something I was going to go over in my update video, which is this video, but it was definitely going to be a lot different if the fire had never happened. So, and then the Amano's, and then Japanese ammo with Misa. So there's a lot of notes from her. I really like her videos. So this was done February. So she just has a lot of really good real life notes. Videos is what I meant. And then that's where I ended, but I was going to finish. So a lot of this middle part is empty because it's Misa's notes. Okay, here's my shoulder notes. So thankfully I did get to save some of these notes, but the ones that I did not rewrite, I did lose. So here's the matcha notes. I think this is actually a Japanese pod note here. I think that's where I got it from. Boom pull. And then what's really nice about these books is that you can insert pages. So if I get more notes that I need to fit in here, then I can always add pages. So it's pretty much like a binder, but it's a notebook binder. I really like these books. And you can fit a lot in these notebooks. They are a lot smaller size than our notebooks here. And these are a little bit more narrow than our notebooks as well. That's what I found out. Because as I was copying notes over, even though my notebook, my loosely pages were college ruled, I was still able to fit more on these pages than I did on my college rule. So there was some size, like these just are so much more compact. And I like the little dots, you can see. So it's easier to draw like boxes, highlight, underline, draw graphs if you need to, which you do. A lot of times with language, you need to draw a graph. Two, it's easier to line things up. My particles. Let's see. These are just some songs. Okay, so this is just a whole bunch of different notes from different sources. And there's my Arupusu Ichimanjaku song. Arupusu Ichimanjaku Koyari no ue de Arupen odori o sa odorimashou. I only know the first line, but there's like 29 lines, so it's just some earrings. That's it for this one. So we put this. Oh, it's flipping out. Put this back in here and lock this one up. I'll show you where it goes. It's really dark in here now, but it goes on this shelf here, and these ones are narrow enough to fit like that, whereas this one up here is too big. And then my bookshelf. I did manage to frame one of my shotos, one of my favorite ones. And in here is my mild liners. And then I have some markers, my brushes. There's just some more stuff right there. My Fudebako is back there. You can't see it. These actually survived, even though they're sticky right now. These were like just sitting like this on the shelf. And they were underneath, they were kind of like in this one with a medium shelf. And they did get wet, but they both work. I got really fortunate. And I did get a lot of supplies out. These ones are brand new. I got for my birthday. So yeah, I did get a lot of supplies. These containers here really protect against the water damage. Now, if the fire had reached this area, I would have lost everything. But I do have a lot of really water damaged note cards, though. That's not the only one. There's a few of them in there that got water damage. And like I said, I lost my this one's 3rd grade. I don't know if I have my 4th grade ones, but they're a little water damaged, but they look like they're still pretty legible. And I put a lot of work into those, so I didn't want to give them up, you know. So that's why I still have them, even though they're really nasty looking. But yeah, a lot of those did get water damaged. That is my 3rd grade. So I wonder, it doesn't look like I have my 4th grade ones. So those I must have lost. These ones I'm gonna have to redo. I already knew that. These are my Chinese ones. Kind of gross. Those ones I'll redo. But like I said, I guess I didn't get my 4th grade ones. I thought I did. Oh, here's one 4th grade. Here's the one that I needed to work on more. Yeah. I don't see my other one. Oh, here it is. Oh, geez. I didn't notice it. So cool. Yeah, I did get my 4th grade ones too. It's like, geez, I spent a lot of time on those. And my Stajikis, I just had to wash them really good, but unfortunately this one here didn't really make it too well. It's separating up here. You probably can't see it now. I dried it out in the sun, but yeah, you can't really see it. But water got inside, but it looks like it's doing okay. Yeah, it still looks really good from the camera, but it's separating. It got water inside it. I guess it's not sealed on the edges, so I just set it here. I haven't really used it. I'm afraid to ruin it. And then I found my puzzle. No water inside, so we're good. What's left of my Shoto kit and one of my clocks. The other one didn't make it. And then some of my characters down there. Those are chargers. And then here are my other books, which I'm going to get another one of these to put these in. I'm going to get a few of them, actually. So here's some old ones. Oh, and here is my other new book I need to go over. So this book is my intermediate book, actual notebook. It was on my desk, so the ceiling actually fell on my desk, so I don't know what caused all of this, but I can assume it was probably ceiling, or it had to be the ceiling. It got pretty banged up right there. I kind of wonder what it went through. But I had about 5 of these notebooks, and they were all decorated with my favorite stickers, and unfortunately I don't think I have pictures of them because I wasn't expecting that to happen. I was just expecting to show you them on my update video. So this got really wet. It was on my desk, but the inside actually looks pretty good. So I don't know what happened, because like the front always gets like soaked, and then like the inside is just like, wow, that's not too bad. It does get a little bit worse. I think it's just the top part got wet, but yeah, it actually stood up pretty well against all that water and stuff. I was really surprised, really happy, because I worked my butt off on this notebook. I really like it, and all I could think about was that, oh man, all that work and everything's gone. But fortunately, it looks like it survived pretty well. It did smell for a long time, so it's been outside for a while, but I got real fortunate, you know. This thing, you know, it survived fire and a lot of water. That apartment was soaked. So most of my stuff was water damage. The only thing I had fire damage was just part of my wall, and the roof, the ceiling, all collapsed. Like you'll see in the video that I have, that there is no ceiling on my apartment. When they let us go in finally to salvage what we could, it's pretty much what it was. We had to sign a waiver that said everything inside the building is trash and could be thrown away, something like that. We had to sign something like that, and it made me kind of disheartened that I wasn't going to be able to even try to get anything out. But about 2 days after, right before a big thunderstorm that was coming through, they let us in the apartment, and it happened to fall on a day that, actually I don't think I was off. I think I had called in that day because I had to buy things. I had no clothes, nothing at all. No underwear, no undershirts, no pants, and it was cold, even though it was at the end of April. Like, it was getting warmer, and all of a sudden it just got really cold. So I don't know, like I had nothing, and that's it. And then I can still use this notebook. It still seems like it did get pretty nasty in the back though. But hey everyone, so I just wanted to show you really quickly the new book that I received. I decided to reorder this book I've had for a while. It's the one that actually my cat has thrown up on, and it got pretty gross from the fire. And this is the same book, but the newer version. So I wanted to kind of look through side by side to see exactly if there's anything different. Aside from like the cover, I mean not the cover, like the inside here. Here's the front part. I had to throw away the jacket on this one. But let's see. It doesn't have the how to use part like this one does in it, but it has it over here. Just a short little how to use the book, and then it's got the Sakuin, these little, or Mokuji in the front. Then we have the actual first page. So This just shows you what page the kanjis are on, and that's by Radical. So here's the first page. Here, side by side, we have the first kanji, Atsu, which kind of means like pressure. And I'll show you that part, and I'll show you it side by side. So something I did notice is use of color, and there is more kanji in the newer one versus the older one. This one still stinks a lot, so I'm not trying to. I might sound weird because I might start not breathing through my nose. This one still stinks. It still smells a lot like the fire. Anyway, like this one was one that popped out to me. You see the usage of kanji, whereas on this one, they didn't use the kanji for kan. So I think that's pretty cool. This one here, like I said, is the newer version. I don't know what year. There's the ISBN for the newer one. Let's see what year. Okay, 2016. Yeah, and so this one over here must be 2012. Let's see if it has it does not have the year on it. So it must have been on the actual, yeah, it must have been on the actual, the dust jacket, because I don't see the year on it. But what's also nice, I did buy this one used. So this one is brand new. So it did have the answer key, which is always good to have. They give you like a lot of really good definitions in this book. So all of these in parentheses, that's the definition of the word that's in red. So that's one thing I really like about it. This book in general. And then they also have the definition here. So meaning 1 and meaning 2, which this one's kind of weird. This one is not in kanji, but this one over here is meaning 1, meaning 2, meaning 3. Let's see if it's in, looks the same, meaning 3. Yeah, it's just weird. I wonder how they decided what to use for, when to use kanji and when not to. And of course the other difference is the pictures. The pictures, maybe they say the same thing, but they use the same character over and over again in these pictures, whereas these pictures are very different, as you can see. I always liked the little cartoons that came with this book. But I will be recycling this book. It's pretty gross and it stinks. So this one is the new one that I use for my kanji, which I leave in this document protector. And then I have, most of my other books are in different document protectors. Here's one, and the other ones are in different cases, like document cases that are plastic and waterproof. So as long as I don't have like a fire and it's just water, then they should be safe. And I won't leave them out in the open anymore. So I haven't got too far yet. I have everything spaced out and written. Like all of these have been written for each page, so I don't have to start. I don't have to start on page 1. So that makes it really nice. I did do it a little differently from before. I put these on the first page, and then I realized how much space I was wasting here. So we have the meanings at the top, and then just some usages for the kanji, and then I have a lot of example sentences from a lot of different sources. This is how it's gonna look without the information on the side. So we have explanations at the top, or definitions, some words, and then just a whole bunch of example sentences. And then eventually I will be making flashcards, but I don't have those at the moment. So yeah, that's how far I am on my kanji. Today is June 6th. So not far into June, but it is halfway through the year. And I just wanted to give you that quick update. I just woke up, as you can see, not that long ago. And I'm here hanging out with my cat, Hanako. She's got a little collar on. We've been having issues with her mouth ever since I adopted her. And finally, I mean, we've tried teeth cleaning and we've done oral steroids and antibiotics. And I pretty much knew that the only way to fix it was to have some teeth extracted. She's just wandering around. She's a lot more stable today, but she's still having issues with not being able to see around the cone. So she had all of her teeth extracted. She had such a bad dental disease that there was no way to actually reverse it. Just watching some Netflix and working on my Japanese. So that's what I have over here. I have my DS, and then I have my journals here for my kanji. And I don't know if I told you, I had to get a new DS. The other one I had, it turned on that one time, but it hasn't turned on since. So it's a used one still. It's a used one, but it works. And the other one won't charge at all. So I'm gonna get a screwdriver and see if I can open it up, figure out what's wrong with it. So this is my new DS, but it's also used. It's red, and then I took the decal off my old one. So now I have a working DS. I use these two for the definitions, and then I use my other, like this part up here. You can see it. It's this part. I use those two for those definitions, and then some vocabulary, and then the rest of it I get from my other notebooks as well, and from online.